What's cracking, peeps? The A-Train coming back at you with another episode of What's New at Tackle Warehouse. The water's still a bit cold, but these fish definitely got spawn on the mod, so they're gonna be moving up shallow. So with these baits here, we're gonna go pick off some lunkers. So starting off by Gruv Fishing, we got the Tungsten Vault. So now no more displacement of your tungsten weights. This is the perfect organizer for you. So this little bad boy right here, it's gonna hold everything from your 1/16 ounce tungsten weights all the way up to 1.5 ounces. Locks them in, it secures them. It's magnetically sealed, so no more guessing about which weights you need. It's all right there for you. Definitely by Gruv Fishing. Check out the Tungsten Vault. Next, we got some serious love by Savage Gear. So these are the pulse tail shiners, and they come in 3 different models. The ready to fish, which is basically the molded jig head inside. It's ready to go right out of the package. It won't let you down. Also, the weedless, don't be afraid to throw this in the thickest of vegetation at all. That's gonna come right through, and it's gonna keep kicking the way it should be. And the A-Train's favorite, the line through. So everything on this bait is anatomically correct. It's a 3D scan. They did a superb job. The scale finish, the fins, everything on this bait is superb. What I like most about the line through is when you hook that big fish, that hook pops right out. Lure comes right up your line, so now he doesn't have that leverage to be able to throw that bait from you. So definitely by Savage Gear, definitely check those out. Also, Savage Gear, they're changing the game in hooks also. This is an interesting design that really caught my attention. So instead of the standard eye tie, what these guys do is, this is called the Savage Gear Grip Treble Hook. So what they do is they use a 120-pound braid and epoxy it right to the hook. So now you can't use that eye tie, the swivel. Instead, you got this braided line, super thick braided line. So now this hook will spin. It just doesn't catch on anything. So it's definitely a new concept. You might want to hook some of your swim baits and other baits with this. It just doesn't give that fish that leverage to throw those hooks. So definitely check this out, the Grip by Savage Gear. Another one by Savage Gear is the Swimbait Hook. So this was made directly for some of Savage Gear's swim baits, but you'll be able to find other purposes with it too. Screw on, super shark hook, weighted hook, so now you can get those swim baits in places fish have never seen. Submerged vegetation, run it across mats, and when you get those depressions or holes in the mats, just let it drop through. You're gonna get this bait in and out, I promise you. Definitely check that out, the Swimbait Hook. This next one by Savage Gear is a game changer. As soon as I saw it, it caught my eye. I had to buy one right here. So this is the Savage Gear Prop Walker. So you're thinking, oh, it looks like just any other stick bait, pencil popper. They sputter, they walk superbly, but here's the difference on this bait right here. So super loud rattles, but say you're walking the dog and all of a sudden that bite just dies out. You wanna give the fish something new. So you just pop these 2 little hinges out. Get my thumb in there. There you go. All of a sudden, you got a plopping style bait right here. That is amazing. So basically 2 baits in one. This thing now, it's just gonna do so much more. So you could pick and choose which of the actions you want, whether walk the dog or a plopping style bait. So this is definitely one you're gonna wanna get a hold of, I promise you. You're gonna get bit. Next, Santone, we got the original Buzzbait. So we've already had the clacker, but there's always times where that clacker may be just too much on them. You need something subtle to just leave a slight little bubble trail. This is definitely the way to go. So just the original Buzzbait, it's got that rusty, squeaky sound. And what's cool about it, it's got a super stainless steel wire and because of the bullet style head, it's always gonna track true. So no matter at what speed, it's gonna come straight at you. It's not gonna roll, turn on you. So this is definitely a bait, the original Buzzbait by Santone. Check it out. Also by Santone, we got the Pretender spinnerbait. So we got a lot of their spinnerbaits, so this is the first time we got the single Colorado blade spinnerbait. So anytime you're first with low light conditions, murky water, nighttime tournaments, you definitely want just that one profile, a lot of thump, something they could just hone in on. You don't want multiple blades, you just want that one thumping blade, and this definitely delivers that. You fish this low light, muddy water, you're gonna get bit, I promise you. Check that out. Also, Chris Zaldane teamed up with Santone. The Z-Spins we've had for a while, but now we got them in different blade colors now. So first one in all white. So a different way to dress up your underspins. Here we are in a bright orange and also chartreuse. So this time of year, the fish are staging, they're getting ready to spawn. They're always driven crazy by bright colors. So this allows you to get away from the traditional chrome or gold blades and go with something a little brighter to catch their eye. Bright colors really piss them off during the spawn. You're definitely gonna get bit, so give these a try. Next, by OMTD, we got their punch hook. So this hook right here, it was specifically designed for the A-Train. Those guys who love that super thick matted vegetation, this hook is not gonna bend out on you. Super sharp, long barb on it, but what really makes this hook stand out, that eye is completely welded around, so no more of that braided line slipping through. You can tie those snail knots with perfection. And also the keeper, that is such a massive keeper. You pin your bait, it's not going anywhere. It's gonna deliver fish after fish and keep that base pinned in place. This is a superb hook. So definitely, if you're into flipping matted vegetation, this is definitely the hook for you. Next, by Keitech. So this is the version 2 of the Series 1 casting jig. So the only difference between this and the original Keitech jigs, it's got a matte finish head, and it's also got a double trailer keeper on there too. So the same fish catching ability, same action, just those two little differences. So either way, your baits are gonna be, your trailer baits are still gonna be more secure to this jig, and you're still gonna bring in fish after fish. Keitech. Last but not least, by Magnum Baits, we got their stick baits. So we've already had their stick baits for a while, but these are in a new, different size and new colors. So these are the 6-inch size, and I'm telling you, these 6-inch baits are thicker than any other stick bait on, these things are so thick, they're thicker than any other stick bait I've seen on the market. A lot of wobble, a lot of flex to them, in some great looking colors. That's A-Train's color right there, yeah. But you're definitely gonna get bit. Whether you wanna Texas rig them, wacky rig them, they're gonna get you chewed up. And especially, you wanna get away from all those smaller fish because those big girls are coming up the water column. So that's definitely a bait that'll catch their attention. Thanks for tuning in, and for more information on the products seen here today, click shop or the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this week's episode, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Let the A-Train know which of these products you're most pumped about.